Mira spun around in the dark. The tunnel door was gone, vanished. She was trapped. The three women stood still, eyes closed again, like nothing had happened. Mira's heart pounded. "Wake up, please," she whispered. She touched the necklace of the first woman. It burned her fingers. She cried out and stepped back. Suddenly, one of the candles lit itself again. Only one. It glowed red. And on the wall beside it, walls were scratched into the stone. "Break the lie, free the soul." Mira looked down at her whole necklace, still dark, still stuck. She remembered the letter. "You must break the chain, but not just yours, all of them." She needed something sharp. She searched the small room and found a broken piece of glass in the corner. She tried cutting her own necklace first. The glass snapped in half. She tried again, this time placing the necklace between two stones and smashing it. Still nothing. Then she looked at the woman. "What if it's not just the necklace?" she whispered. She touched one of the woman's hands, cold. She took a deep breath and whispered, "Lena." The woman flushed. She said the name again louder, "Lena." The woman's eyes opened slowly. Mira moved to the next one. "Ada?" Then the third, "Simi." Each one blinked. Their lips trembled. "You are not forgotten," Mira said. Tears filled her eyes. "You are not alone." The necklaces around their necks started to shake, then cracked. Tiny light flew out of them like fireflies, rising into the air. Suddenly, the wall behind them split open with a loud boom. A bright hallway appeared. The woman looked at Mira, weak but smiling. "You did it," Lena whispered. "You broke the silence." Mira helped them through the hallway. At the end was a large door made of black wood. It had carving of eyes, keys, and flame. Mira stepped closer. The key from the attic was glowing in her pocket. She placed it in the lock. It turned by itself. The door opened, and what she saw made her knees shake. The heart of the house. It was real and it was alive. The door creaked open slowly. Mira covered her mouth in shock. The room inside didn't look like the rest of the house. It didn't even look real. The walls were moving, breathing like a giant lung. Red veins pulsed through them. The floor felt soft under her feet, like skin, and in the center of the room was a beating heart. Huge, dark, alive. It pumped loudly. Boom, 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 boom. The three women stood behind Mira, their eyes wide with fear. "This is it," Ada whispered. "The house hat. It keeps us here," Lena added. "It washes, it remembers." Simi pointed to the necklace. "It feels on pain, on broken promises." Mira stepped forward, trembling. "Then how do we stop it?" Suddenly, the heart pulsed hard, sending a wave of wind that blew out all the lights. Then Fred appeared. But this time, it didn't look human. His eyes glowed red. His skin was pale like wax. His smile was too wide. "You should have stayed in your room," he said softly. "You were safe there." "What are you?" Mira asked, her voice shaking. "I am what the house made me. I bring it love. It gives me power. You were supposed to be my last. You lied to all of us," Mira shouted. "You used us." Fred stepped forward. "I gave you more than your husband ever could. Look at you now. Strong, brave. I would rather be poor and free than rich and trapped," she yelled. The necklaces on the woman started to glow. Fred hissed, "Stop that!" Mira turned to the others. "Say your names out loud." They hesitated. "Say it!" Mira cried. "I am Lena. I am Ada. I am Simi." Their hearts screamed. Yes, screamed. The floor shook. The wall cracked. Mira grabbed her necklace and shouted, "I am Mira, and I don't belong to this house." The necklace shattered into pieces. The woman's necklaces exploded too. The heart began to shrink, beating faster like it was afraid. Fred screamed in pain, "No! You can't leave! You are mine!" No, Mira said calmly. We were never yours. She picked up a sharp piece of her broken necklace and threw it straight into the heart. Boom! A flash of white light filled the room. Then everything went still, silent. The ground stopped shaking. The walls stopped breathing. The heart was gone. Mira looked around. The strange room had disappeared. Now, she was standing in a quiet hallway. The women stood beside her, their faces calm. For the first time, they looked free. Simi smiled. You did it. No, Mira said. We did it. A soft breeze passed through the hallway. The front door of the house, yes, the one that never opened, was now wide open. Sunlight poured in, birds sang, and the sky was blue like Mira hadn't seen since the day she arrived. They walked slowly towards the door, and the step outside the house behind them groaned as if it were crying. Then it began to fall. The windows cracked, the walls crumbled. Piece by piece, the mansion collapsed into dust. Fred was nowhere to be seen. Only silence, only light. They kept walking down the driveway, past the golden lion at the gate. The world outside felt new, fresh. Next time, the mansion was gone. Only an empty field remained. Ada touched her shoulder. Where will you go? Mira looked at the sky. Home, she whispered. I left a man who loved me. She added, I thought love was about money and big houses, but I was wrong. Love is peace and safety and truth. The others nodded. They didn't say much. They didn't have to. They were free. Later that night, Mira stood outside her old house. It was small. The paint was faded. The gate still creaked, but it was real. She knocked. Tayo opened the door. His eyes widened when she saw her. Mira, he whispered. She nodded, tears in her eyes. I made a mistake. I thought I wanted more, but I didn't know what I was giving up. Tayo didn't say anything for a moment. Then he opened the door wide and smiled. Come in. Mira stepped into the house. It smelled the same. Beans, soap, and warm hair. The floor was rough. The fan still made noise, and the tiny TV was playing cartoon with no sound. She looked around and smiled. It wasn't shining. It wasn't fancy, but it was safe. It was home. Tayo sat down quietly. He looked at her, his eyes full of questions. Where did you go? He asked softly. Mira sat beside him. I went to a place that looks like a dream, she said, but it was really a nightmare. She told him everything about Fred, about the mansion, the necklaces, the secret room, the woman trapped inside, and the living heart of the house. Tayo didn't say a word. He just listened. When she finished, she looked at him with tears in her eyes. I was wrong, she said. You gave me love, real love, and I walked away from it. Tayo nodded slowly. I was hurt, he said, but I never stopped praying for you. I knew you would come back. Mira wiped her eyes. If you will let me, I want to stay. I don't want gold. I don't want cars. I want truth. I want us. Tayo smiled gently. Then we start again. He reached out and held her hand. In that moment, Mira felt something warm inside. A kind of peace she hadn't felt in a long time. Later that night, as they sat on the floor sharing a plate of rice, Mira looked out the window. The moon was full, the stars were bright, and deep in her heart, she knew she was finally saved. Moral lessons from Mira's story. Not everything that glitters is gold. Just because someone offers you a rich life doesn't mean it's a safe or happy one. True love is not measured by money. Love is peace, kindness, honesty, and respect, not expensive gifts. Always listen to your inner voice. If something feels wrong, it probably is. You are enough as you are. You don't need to change or chase luxury to be worthy. Never trade safety for promises. A peaceful life is better than a dangerous dream. Speak up. Share your story. You never know which life your truth can save. Thank you. Bye.